How's it going, Bulldog fans? Game 3 of the Tulane series is in the books, and it was almost, if not just as exciting as Game 2 was previously. Mississippi State had another walk-off hit to win this one 5-4 and take the series over Tulane. And again, both benches ended up getting warnings for chirping at one another and at other players. Coaches got heated over different calls being made and different reviews either being overturned or not being overturned. And so I think it would be putting it mildly to say that this was an action-packed Sunday of baseball. Starting things on the bump for today was Jackson Frisco. He ends up going 4 innings. He gives up 2 runs on 5 hits, only has 1 walk, and has 7 strikeouts. He seemed really dominant early, and the runs he gave up were solo home runs, one coming in the second and one coming in the fourth. But besides those, he limited the amount of Tulane base runners, and therefore he limited the number of runs that they were able to get. And I think that was awesome to see. And it was a really strong performance, again, despite those extra base hits that he gave up. Cole Kessler then comes in and throws 1 2/3 inning of relief. Brandon Smith throws 2 1/3 innings of relief. And then Spencer Price makes his first appearance of the weekend. I was wondering if there was a decision to keep him till the game 3 or what went into that, but he does throw the 9th inning and closes out the game. He does give up 2 runs on 2 hits. He has 2 strikeouts, and that was a little shaky at times because he breezed by the first 2 batters. He strikes out the first, has a lazy pop-up to center field for the second out of the 9th inning. Then he gives up a single. Okay, no sweat there. The following at bat, he gets ahead in the count, but then leaves a ball a little too far over the plate that was taken out to left field. And that gave Tulane a 2-run home run that put them ahead by 1 run in the 9th inning. At this point, everyone's shaking in their boots a little bit. But at the plate, the Bulldogs had a hard time against Tulane's starter. I don't know if it was just they weren't necessarily prepared for the type of pitches he was throwing or if they were expecting something a little different. But on the day, Mississippi State hitters struck out 10 times. They did walk 7 times, but they only had 7 hits as a club. So I think getting back into the batting cages and trying to see some live arm pitching would probably do these guys good. Again, they probably haven't had a full week of practice since 2 weeks ago. It seems like an eternity ago, but also yesterday, that we had those ice problems and icy weather before the season opener. So they're still probably trying to get into the rotation of things as far as just a day-to-day practice during the season. But Cameron James had the boomstick today. He has a 2-run home run as part of his 1-for-4 day on the afternoon. That home run came in the 6th inning, but it was Tanner Allen's time in the spotlight today. With 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the 9th, Tanner Allen found the left center gap and scored those 2 runners to give Mississippi State the tie and go-ahead runs and walk off again in a glorious fashion. The dugout erupted, and I think they may have actually ended up ripping Tanner Allen's jersey clean off of him because he entered the mass of celebrating bodies, and the next time we saw him, he was shirtless. So one can only imagine what happened in there. But it was an awesome sight to see. Walk-offs are always awesome to watch. Having back-to-back days with walk-offs is just piles on even more to that, and it was really great, and it was awesome to see and be a part of. But Allen does end up going 1-for-5 on the day with that walk-off single being his only hit. And so I'm going to have to give hitter of the day to Luke Hancock. He was behind the dish today. He caught in place of Logan Tanner, who caught game 1 and game 2. Logan Tanner was in the DH role for today. But Hancock goes 1-for-3. He has a double that came in the 6th, and then he eventually had an RBI and a run added onto that came in the 6th as well. This series was wild, but I do think it was a lot closer than a lot of people thought that it would be. So the Dogs are going to have to study up quick because they do have a quick turnaround as they face Southern Miss in Pearl on Tuesday. That's been it for the Tulane series. I hope to see you guys soon here on From the Stat Lines. Thanks, guys.